Hey there, Tech Bojitos and Jojitos. Welcome back. We're going to be covering PC component prices. They are dropping like crazy every day. And here today, specifically, looking at the Ryzen 3 1200. It's only got 4 cores. It was only 70 bucks on Amazon. It couldn't possibly be, a good gaming option in 2019, could it? Well, you know what? You might be pleasantly surprised. The parts that you're looking at are getting just a nice step down each time. Ryzen processors especially are getting hit by this quite a bit, especially because we have kind of that next generation on the horizon. So with that all being said, today I'm going to be covering specifically just the 1200, not like my normal videos that I've done, thus far, that are typically either, buying something and seeing what it's worth or building a computer. This is only going to be focusing on, how much performance I can get out of a $70 Ryzen CPU and really how that applies to things right now. All this started whenever I saw the Ryzen 3 1200 on sale for $69.99. It wasn't super exciting, but like with most parts that I see on sale, I decided to check it out on user benchmark, see how fast it really was. Look at how high these have gone. These are huge numbers on the 1200. For context, this is like a 2600X level numbers. If we look, we're looking around 4770K, 2500X, kind of that range as the lower end of the overclock, the 1600. Comparing it to stock, we're talking this thing pushing up over the 1600X, 2700, 2600. That's just crazy. And then even it was like 90, low 90s. Can you imagine $70 and you're getting 1800X, 2600X, 1900X performance? Okay, we're not going to be able to get it anywhere near that. That's still super, super cool. So that leaves me with a question that I want answered. Can I use my basic overclocking abilities to turn this bargain bin PC into a super high value gaming option? I'll be covering all the normal benchmarks, gaming of your 1080p, your 1440p, the popular games going on right now, the synthetics that go along with that everyone uses to see, how these parts are running, but mainly focusing on why I thought that this $70 CPU could be such a great value to gamers on a budget. Now it seems like almost a crime to not give a spotlight a little bit to the supporting cast here. The Thermaltake P3 is actually kind of the newest thing. I didn't want to spend a fortune on a test bench, and they're kind of hard to find anyway. So I went ahead and picked this bad boy up for like 90 bucks or something, but a good way to show exactly kind of what I'm working with and on. But we've got, a 120 millimeter EVGA CPU cooler. It's pretty dang cheap, but it works well, especially for, the low watts being put out. The GTX 1060 6 gig, and, we're on a B450 Aorus, and, I don't know, NVMe. It's nothing too fancy, nothing too, over the top extravagant. The main goal really is just to make sure that we're not thermal throttling. I was able to overclock to a stable 3.4, which was great, but I was held back by the limited BIOS options of this board. And two things of note, the temperature maxed out at 45 degrees, and the process only took 30 minutes in total. On user benchmark, at stock, we were at 68% and overclocked up to 74%. On 3D Mark, we were able to boost our score up 8% from 3598 to 3892. We boosted up 13% in Cinebench from 1091 to 1257. We saw some really great playable frame rates on Apex Legends where we averaged 98 in 1080 and 68 in 1440. 1080p didn't boost up very high in Resident Evil 2. We were able to get, though, 95 on 1080 and 64 frames at 1440. In Hitman 2 at 1080, we were able to get 70 frames per second on the overclock, and at 1440, we were just under the 60 frames at 58 in 1440. So after all said and done, we look at the performance that we were able to attain from it, with an easy overclock, something that really the board doesn't matter all that much, and just a quick push, and this thing's purring. This thing can can game. You know, most people, especially anyone that's putting this in there, obviously don't match it with a 2080 Ti, but you're going to get the performance that you're looking for anyone that's in this space needing that quicker upgrade. Or, you know, obviously it would be, for most people, that would be going up from GDR3, but even, you know, your home theater computer, you know, something you throw in the living room. The numbers don't look all that impressive with that little overclock, kind of from just the outside perspective, kind of looking in, but the percentage gains are, you know, typically really great. Just if you're focused on gaming and media, obviously it's not going to work just super great for creation, you know, type platforms or streaming or anything like that. But buying it for the specific purpose that you're buying it for and the parts that you're combining it with, you're going to have a good time, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with it. So thank you all for watching. Go into the comments, tell me what you liked, what you hated. I appreciate all criticism. It's all, you know, going to be helpful to me, especially just starting out. You know, still super early. I think I'm still within 2 months of creating just the channel and figuring out where I can fit in with that. Give me any ideas you have. I have a ton of ideas. I'm definitely not, you know, strapped for those. But specifically, I would like to know what you are liking about it. Maybe say cut down a little bit on this, give us a little more of that. Anything's cool. I appreciate that people are watching and enjoying. So thank you guys very much. Next week, I'm gonna ride a buffalo through the parking lot that my girlfriend's car is in, and we'll see what kind of damage we can do. So God bless and love you.